Welcome back, everybody. Today I'm back with 3 interesting items. The star of the show is this mug that kind of works like a mini stovetop using a tea light candle. And I also threw in a couple of extra weird gadgets from Temu. But let's start off with the star of the show, which is this mug. Let's take a look at this mini fondue cup. I paid $15.99 for this. On the package it says fondue set with 2. I don't know what with 2 what. It doesn't say. It looks nice looking. And there is also an included fork as well. Now they say there's no more messy fondue contraptions. Enjoy delicious chocolate fondue without the hassle or the big cleanup. Just include a tea light candle in there and then warm up the sauce of your choice. Portable and dishwasher safe. Now a lot of people online who liked it, they call it cute. They said it's great for 1 or 2 people, and they say it works as advertised and it's a great gift idea. The main con I saw, some people said that the candles don't say lit in there or that it's just too small. No real instructions, so I'll have to check the Amazon site and then we'll get started. All right, in lieu of instructions, I read over the Amazon listing a little bit more carefully, read over the comments there. It doesn't seem that hard, so let's give it a shot. I have my mini fondue maker right here. Let's start off by adding some semi-sweet chocolate chips. And as you can see, there's a little bit of room to spare. Now, by the way, it's only about 2 inches deep. It only goes to about right there. It's not very deep. Let's add a little bit of cream here. And now for the magic, let's light our candle. Placing the candle in the unit. And the candle is barely fitting. I had to turn the candle at an angle just to get it in there. And that's a tea light candle, that's small. All right, my stopwatch is going. I'm not sure what I'm really timing, but I want to see how long everything takes. So I guess I'm just gonna wait until something happens and start stirring this and then hopefully have some nice chocolate fondue. So I'll check back with you in a little bit and see what happens. Taking a look at the thermal imager, the chocolate is still pretty cool. I'm sure the cream that I put from the fridge probably has something to do with that. The edges are getting warm and the outside is, it's getting there. It looks like it's getting kind of warm. The highest reading on the screen is 143, so something's happening. The chocolate hasn't really started melting yet, but something's happening. We're at about 6 minutes now. We're making progress. We're getting somewhere. We're almost there. 6 minutes in. I think we're getting close. Maybe a few more minutes, we should be good to go. At the 9-minute mark, it seemed about done, but the consistency wasn't right, so I added some more cream and let it wait a little bit longer. Now the current temperature is 115 degrees. The texture looks right, so let's test it out. All right, I think we're about ready to test it out here. Temperature's about 115 degrees, which should be about right. Let's start off with a strawberry here now. Dipping the strawberry in the fondue. And there we go. What do you guys think? Looks pretty good to me. Now for the hard part, the taste test. Oh, we got wax coming out the bottom. I was not expecting that. That is not something I expected, but interesting. I guess you should put this on something, not just on the table. Now we know. The strawberry was perfect. Let's try a marshmallow now. Looking pretty good. On my shirt. Oh man. New shirt, check. Time for some pretzels now. Oh, good. Good. As far as I can tell, first round it worked well. I wasn't expecting the wax to come out the bottom, which I shouldn't be surprised, but I wasn't considering that. So I'll put something down next time. I'm gonna run into the dishwasher. Supposedly it's dishwasher safe. We shall see about that. But right now I'm gonna have to finish this off. Tough job, but I gotta finish eating this. I'll come back tomorrow for the dishwasher results and the cheese test. All right, it's time for fondue day number 2. Now I did run this through the dishwasher last night. It looks no worse for wear. One thing I noticed though, is if you place it in the dishwasher like this, water is gonna collect here. If you place it like that, it's gonna collect down there. So basically, water is gonna collect. You have to just deal with it. But let's make some cheese fondue now. I've got my cheese and cornstarch mixture. I'm putting it into the fondue cup here. This is actually my second take. I just did one, it was a total disaster, so I'm trying again. Making some adjustments. So I have a cheese and cornstarch mixture here. We're starting small, we're just going with this much. I added just a little bit of cream in there, and hopefully that works this time. Lighting our tea light candle. Putting it in there kind of diagonally. That's the only way to do it. I'm starting my stopwatch. I'm not sure what I'm timing, but we're timing something. As soon as it starts melting, I'm gonna start gently stirring it with their included fork. This melted last time onto my table, so I'll put a plate underneath it this time. We're at about 125 right now, 130. This is what we got here. I didn't put a lot in. I didn't want to have another disaster like my first attempt off camera. So this might work. Let's give it a shot. Well, I do have some cheese on there. Got some bubbling inside. You want some cheese, Bolt? I mean, it's kind of fondue-ish. Maybe not true fondue, but it's fondue-ish. But it did melt it though. What do you guys think? Is that real fondue? What do you guys think? I'm not sure. I mean, it is melted cheese at least. I think that cheese is actually getting too warm now, so I have to maybe blow the candle out. I don't know. There's no real temperature control. You can't control a candle, so I guess you can do it for cheese, but to me, it was better for chocolate. You can do it, but it ain't perfect. Next up from Temu is something that's kind of a quick test, and that is this, the Skull Nightlight. In this package is a USB skull light. I paid $4.12 for this on Temu, and I could not find it on Amazon. And that's all there is to it. And we do have some small instructions here, very small instructions. I need a microscope for these. And the dogs are in here thinking this is food. They claim that it's a USB 360 rotatable skull nightlight with interchangeable patterns. Are there more patterns? I don't know. What's interesting is they call it a nightlight, but on the listing it says you can't use it for more than 2 hours, or they say it'll overheat. I didn't really see it on Amazon, so no pros and cons reports, so we'll have to fire this up and see what happens. Do not adjust your set, I am still here. Let's try it in a relatively dark room and see what we got. Now that does look pretty cool. If I stand across the room here. Not too bad really. You know, it's certainly just being shown onto a wall, but it's realistic looking for what it is. Here it is on my ceiling. It's next to my vent to kind of give you a perspective of it. There it is next to Bolt. What do you think, Bolt? Get it, Bolt. He is not interested whatsoever. No? Not interested at all. Wow. I mean, it's pretty simple, but you know, it does work. Let's head outside and try it on the side of my house now and see how it works there. Whoa. Let's see how this looks on the side of my house here. And whoa, pretty cool. There's a dog over there. You know, it lights it up better than I thought it was going to. I mean, that's pretty big. I'm about 20 feet away, and it's looking pretty good. I think it's a little bit brighter on the camera than it is to my naked eye, but it's still pretty good. See if I can get it back in even further. Whoa, that's pretty cool. It's dimmer to my eyes than it is to the camera, but it does look pretty cool still. What do you think, Bailey? And finally, if you ever watched my channel much, you know I love my ice makers. I had to try this one out because it looked interesting. So let's see how my test went. Let's take a look at this ice cube tray. I paid $5.08 on Temu, and I could not find it on Amazon. And there it is. They say it's a portable ice cube tray that makes interesting triangular shaped cubes. That is kind of interesting. Now I tend to take Temu comments with a grain of salt, but I did peruse the pros and cons there from the comments. Some people said it works great as long as you don't overfill it. And some people like the small size. They say it's compact, you can take it with you. Those who didn't like it said it was hard to get the cubes to release. The cubes are too small, or that it broke while trying to release the cubes. This should be easy to test out. All right, here we go. I have washed this off. I watched the Temu videos, how they're doing it, just to make sure. I even read the Temu comments, which usually aren't that helpful. But in this case, they kind of were. Some people in the comments were saying, don't overfill it, or it'll be impossible to open up. So I'm gonna go a little bit below the top. The Temu video was overflowing. I'm gonna go with the comments. The comments seem probably more accurate. I have 1 cup of water here. Let's fill it up. Now I do have this part in here, so it's probably gonna be a little bit slower to fill it up, but let's give it a shot here. All right, I filled it just below the top here to give it a little bit of room to expand. Closing it up. Now in their video online, they showed them laying it down. Will it leak? It is not leaking, all right. So I'm gonna throw this in the freezer, and hopefully tomorrow we'll have those weird triangular looking ice cubes. I'll check back in 24 hours. It's time to pull out of the freezer and see what we got. And here we go. This thing is like a weapon, man. This thing is heavy. What I'll be looking for is how easy it releases if this breaks, because some people said it broke just trying to open it for the first time. How easy the cubes come out, what the cubes look like, all that good stuff. Let's give it a shot here. Well, we do have ice in there. I think I might have to do some trying to release it from the sides there, because it is not moving. Some people said they had to run underneath some warm water to get it to release. Oh man, this is, see, like a normal ice cube tray, you give it a twist and you're good. I'm already fiddling with this. I'm trying to move it this way. I'm just trying to release it. Oh, I can tell why people broke it. If you pull this out really hard, this is already kind of, I mean, look at this. That's gonna break. You can't just force that out. Yeah, if I pull this hard, this is gonna break. So I have to be careful. It's ridiculous, come on, man. Of course, on the videos online, it just glides right out, right? I'm not gliding. This is the opposite of gliding. This is not moving. Maybe I'll go run some warm water over this for a second. And it's still not coming out. Come on, man. Even when I apply force to it, I'm not hearing any crackling or anything. It's just like, it's in there. I don't have words. I don't have words. And the words I do have wouldn't be appropriate for a G-rated channel. I'll try some more water at the sink again. Oh, here we go. I finally got it. Second time's a charm. Here we go. All right, finally. Nice. All right. Well, that was kind of a pain, and there's still something in the bottom. There, you probably can't see it, but there's actually the last row of ice is in there. I guess we just pop it off of here. It doesn't really say how to get it off of here. I did it. I did it. We have this interesting looking triangular ice. Never quite seen ice that shape before. Very interesting. But also there's ice down in there I can't get out. Oh, there it goes, there it goes. There's a big block in the bottom like that. That's like a double piece. I don't know, man. I'm kind of not feeling this too much. It's kind of a cool concept, and the final product's I kind of like, but it doesn't really release that easily. There's no real mechanism to make it release, so you're gonna have to run warm water over it. It's a big hassle, so I don't know. If you really are just crazy about triangular ice cubes, maybe. Otherwise, there's better options out there. So in the end, I think all three of these work to varying degrees. I think the ice maker is probably the bottom of the bunch. It worked, it just takes a little bit of finagling to get it to work right. The skull light's pretty cool, nothing really special about it, but you know, Halloween coming up, it could be an extra decoration that doesn't cost that much. And the fondue mug does work, although I think that it was better for chocolate than cheese. That cheese really wasn't actual fondue. But for chocolate, it actually worked quite well. But that's all I've got. If you've tried any of these items, tell me what you think in the comments below. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you next time.